That's fine too. Either way, subscribe.
Want to see more of how a comic strip gets inked there? Well, just check out my video here. It's me, Max West. I'm working here on Poison Ivy Gulch. This is a Wild West comic strip I do. I've already inked the letters there, as well as the border and the thought balloon. I've inked the trough too. Now I'm just working on the horses. Now I dipped the Speedball 512 nib, that's what I use, in the jar of ink. See? I really love the feel of the pen on the paper. I mean, there's nothing like it. It's just a feeling you can't get when you're working on a computer. Some people don't like using this kind of pen because it is messy. You also have to keep dipping it here in the ink. Has to be constantly recharged. See? Drawing the horses here, drinking out of the wooden trough, as they frequently did in the Old West. Remember that this was really the only mode of transportation they had. They didn't have cars like we do today. Let's ink this one right here, the smaller one. Drinking out of the trough. You know, this isn't an easy skill working with this kind of pen. It takes practice, you know, so don't get discouraged. Soon it'll become second nature to you, just like we're using a pencil or typing. Alright, there we go. Huh? See? It's looking pretty snappy there, isn't it? Now we're going to move to this one here. This one is the horse that's thinking. Huh, finicky, isn't he? You should be even lucky you're getting water, you silly horse. Okay. As a general rule, first I do the letters, then the borders. I do any speech balloons, or in this case a thought balloon. I do the figures, and then I work the backgrounds. As you probably notice in this video and some of my other ones, you know, I lean towards a very simple, iconic style. Sometimes it takes a lot more skill to draw less than it does more. And I can draw realistically. It was Johnny Hart who created BC, the comic strip, as well as The Wizard of Id with Brand Parker. He really emphasized trying to simplify drawings to make it easy to read and to understand. And that's kind of what I'm doing here. Alright, now that the horses have been inked, I'm going to do the backgrounds here. I'm just doing the line art. Once all this dries, I'm going to erase the pencil lines. And then I just do other stuff. I spot in any black areas, say as the horse's eyes or some objects in the around here. Again, if you're thinking of doing a comic strip, a web comic, a comic book, you know, don't be afraid. Anyone can draw. I can draw, you can draw. Anybody can. It's a skill that can be learned. You should not be afraid of failure. You shouldn't worry about what other people will think. You should just go and do it. There we go. Again, you know, the background here doesn't need to be realistic. The buildings don't need to be ruler straight. Again, this is a background. This is a comic strip. I don't want the background cluttering things up or distracting the readers here from the horses, because that's where the action's taking place. And there we go. Now usually what I'll do after this is I let the comic strips sit for about a good 30 to 60 minutes so the ink will dry. Now, as I said many times before, you'll want to use waterproof black ink. Now, that's what I use in my comics. Okay, this is what you should use. Make sure it's waterproof ink. Stay away from anything water-based or water-soluble or non-waterproof. They're not really good to draw comics with. Now, once this dries, I'll be going over it with a rubber eraser. I'll be cleaning off anything with one of these, a drafting brush. And then I'll just do the black ink. Well, that'll have to wait until later once everything dries. Join me, Max West, next time for some more demonstrations of drawing comics. Hit the like button on this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified of when I do new videos. Until next time, it's me saying goodbye.